Good day, kids! This is Teacher Elodia and welcome to our science class. We have a new lesson for today, but before that, do you want to play a game? Alright! Can you arrange the jumbled letters into a word? Timer starts now! Time's up! And your answer is friction, kinetic, and static. That's right! Kids, do you have an idea what is friction? Friction opposes motion. It causes an object that moves along a surface to slow down and eventually stop. The application of friction is illustrated if you let a coin roll on the floor. When you drop a coin and a feather at the same time, both objects will respond to gravity. However, the coin will reach the ground first because there is another force that affects the feather. When objects move through the air, the force of friction opposes their motion. Friction is a force that opposes motion between two surfaces striking or touching together. A moving object is affected by friction. However, the amount of friction may vary depending on the type of surface the object gets in contact with. You might think that friction is caused by surface roughness merely makes moving surfaces bounce up and down. Friction is mostly caused by chemical bonding between the moving surfaces caused by stickiness. Friction can be kinetic or static. What is kinetic friction? Kinetic friction is defined as a force that acts between moving surfaces. A body moving on the surface experiences a force in opposite direction of its movement. The magnitude of the force will depend on the coefficient of kinetic friction between two materials. The force that resists the relative movement of the surfaces once they're in motion, or it is what slows down a moving object. What is static friction? Static friction is a kind of friction that prevents an object from moving against a surface. It occurs in stationary objects that keeps the object at rest. And it is a kind of friction that prevents an object from moving against a surface. We use friction in most of our activities. It allows us to grip things and keep things stable. However, it can cause objects to wear and tear. Friction brings desirable and undesirable effects to objects and people. Friction could be reduced by applying lubricants to surfaces, reducing and minimalizing contact between surfaces, and using aerodynamic shapes. Now that you know the meaning of friction and the examples of static and kinetic friction, you have to answer these questions.
Melc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, Feel like sleep on, 'cause I know the songs like